Crashing with Friends Podcast.
Welcome to Crashing with Friends. My name is Kyle Hobbs, your host. This week I'm joined by Connor Hobbs.
Go.
William, Ryan, Jordan.
What's up, man?
Rachel Hobbs.
Hello.
And Jackson Brayman.
Oh, thank you, Kyle. It feels good to be here.
It's good to have you, Jackson.
Yes.
And thank you guys at home for watching or listening.
Yeah.
And remember to like and subscribe on YouTube or your favorite podcast app. And Connor, how's your week going this week?
It's been a pretty good week. Played a lot of games. Watched a lot of movies. As far as like the games, I've been playing a lot of that Tactics Ogre Reborn game. Really enjoying it, although the battles take forever. We're talking like, for me anyway, it's like an hour of battle because they're just so big. You know, even with the fast forward on and the characters doing faster animations, it's still like, damn, it's like 12 on 12. So much. It takes so long. But I got to say, it is a lot of fun, though. The combat, it encourages you to like move around the board because it gives you like these like temporary cards that you can pick up that like boost your stats and stuff. So like with like maybe like a tactics, like Final Fantasy Tactics, where you would like move and maybe stay in a spot, this would encourage you to like attack and then move to a different spot and pick up a card, which can open up lanes and make it more, fluid. It doesn't get all stale. But yeah, definitely been having fun with that. Been playing that Nobody Saves the World game. Talked about it like a week ago. Still having fun with that. It's, not everyone's cup of tea. I kind of get like a Hades vibe, but it's like if they played Hades but wanted to make a completely different game, kind of, it's almost like a Legend of Zelda with a different art style in a lot of ways, and kind of just like a different setup.
Yeah, it's the vibe I got when I was playing it with Jackson.
And it kind of gives you a good loop of like completing these small objectives while you're in the middle of a bigger objective. And then like the actual combat, it encourages you to like use certain abilities to build your mana. And then that'll allow you to use these other more powerful abilities. And then you'll go back to your standard abilities to build your mana, So it's got a pretty good, loop as far as combat. So I'd recommend it if you're into that type of game.
And it has the same kind of permadeath system as like regular Tactics, right? Final Fantasy Tactics.
Are you going back to Tactics Ogre?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
you're good.
That's what I wanted to talk about more.
It does have something like that where like when your character gets knocked down, you do have 3 turns. Where if the battle ends and they're still in that period, they won't die. But I believe if you don't heal them after that period, they die for good in the battle and then also after the battle. I haven't got to that point yet because I'm usually the type of person where I want to finish with everyone on their feet. I want to feel like I dominated. So usually that's what happens. I play like really conservatively. I play with a lot of mages, a lot of heals, a lot of archers, that type of thing. So. And with 12 unit parties, you really can like go with like 2 white mages, or they're just like healers or whatever, clerics. But like, yeah, you can double up on a lot of stuff. I've got like 3 or 4 knights right now, a bunch of archers. So having fun with that. And the last game I was playing, did you have any other questions about that game?
No.
Last game I've been playing is that Metal Hellsinger game.
Yeah.
I know we kind of talked about how the music didn't sound as good as like Doom, I think you played Doom, right?
Yeah,
Ryan?
I played Doom and Doom Eternal. Yeah.
I think that music is definitely on like another level, as far as like gameplay and music combined. But I still think that game focuses more on the gameplay side of it. You know what I'm saying? This Metal Hellsinger game focuses more on the music than the gameplay. I don't really get Doom vibes, although it is about fighting demons through like eight different hells. I get more of like a Time Splitters 2 kind of vibe of just like the gameplay and the combat. Like that's kind of how I feel a little bit. And it is kind of difficult to keep up with the rhythm of some weapons, like Kyle was talking about to me the other day. But they do give you like different weapons to where they fire at like a different rhythm. So you don't necessarily have to hit every beat that comes through. Like you get like these one weapons that are kind of like the God of War axe or like the Thor hammer, but they're like sickles type weapon, but they're like crows. So they got a really cool design. But yeah, you kind of throw those at like a cadence where like, you know, you got 2 of them. So you'll throw one, wait a second, and then while that one's coming back, you might throw your next one. So you're kind of like juggling these 2, and it kind of gives it like a different feel compared to just like shooting a regular gun or something, you know. So, you know, there's different ways to play it. And I really like the music on a lot of the levels. So I'd say at least play it once for that. I'm just playing it on easy. I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody. But yeah, I'm having fun with it. I definitely recommend it. I'm like maybe 3 levels away from the end. So I played enough of it to where I could say for sure it's worth a shot if you're into like heavy metal music or just playing that kind of video game. Yeah, that's it for video games. I watched The Quick and the Dead the other day. Love that movie. It's a Western from the 90s.
The Helen Hunt, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
I think that's Helen Hunt in it.
I can't remember if it's Helen Hunt or not, but I know Leo's in it for sure.
Yeah, then what's his name? Jackman? Or what's his name?
Hugh Jackman?
No, Gene Hackman or something.
Something like that. Yeah. A lot of good actors. It's got Russell Crowe in it. You know, he's a big part of it.
Plays the preacher man.
Yeah. Yeah. Love that movie. It had been like a while since I've seen it, so it was good to watch that again.
That's another movie that has like bad critic scores.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
You like go to Rotten Tomatoes or any other kind of like review website. Like most of the part, it's like bad reviews. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I enjoy that movie.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see why if you're like a fan of older westerns. But I would say like for a western of its time, it seemed kind of modern in some ways. You know, it
was flashy.
Exactly. It had good use of like, you know, character design and stuff like that. A lot of good outfits. But yeah, watched Point Break the other day. Had a great time watching that again. Just feeling that surfer vibe. And then the last one was Bullet Train, which that thing blew me away. I think Kyle also felt the same way. Are we going to talk about it later or something? Or
We can talk about it now.
okay, without spoiling anything, I would say it's going to make my top 3 of the year.
Nice.
Did you get to watch it, Jackson?
I wanted to watch it today. I just didn't find time to watch it.
Okay, it's worth just like sitting down and watching it, and not like having anything else going on. There's a lot of good visuals, a lot of great, just funny moments that happen. I think Brad Pitt, maybe one of his best movies ever, possibly. He was just great, man. I loved it. There's a lot of funny like cameos, a lot of like running jokes throughout the movie. CGI wasn't too heavily used. When it is used, it's not necessarily the best CGI, but it's not the worst either. So take it or leave it there. But yeah, just great script. I thought it was well performed. And then you also get a little after the credits scene. That's also a great way to finish off the movie as well. So kind of leaves it open to where it's like, oh, could they maybe do a sequel with these 2 characters right here? Or
Bullet Train 2.
Yeah.
I highly enjoyed it.
You did?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think it was probably one of my top favorite comedy action type movies.
Right? Yeah.
It's just, I was cracking up the whole time, but yeah, it was good action, you know.
I watched it a second time. Like I watched it Sunday night, then watched it after work Monday.
Oh, really? See if you missed anything.
It's unexpectedly funny.
Oh yeah. I wasn't expecting it at all. Yeah.
Yeah, Brad Pitt was freaking hilarious, man.
Yeah, he just plays a bumbling assassin that just accidentally kills people. It's just great, man. Some of those deaths are so insane. It's
Yeah.
Just accidentally kills people. It's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of funny parts, man.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't want to say much more about the movie. Besides that, it's so good.
It's got a lot of, like I said, cameos, but twists along the way too. You don't expect necessarily everything that's going to happen, which is it's pretty surprising compared to a lot of other movies. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes sense. The name, like the most of the time, I was wondering, are they going to get off the train? Like, is any of this movie going to take place off this train? But I guess it makes sense because of the name, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said watch it. You know, if you haven't, Ryan, are you gonna watch it now?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys give it that hype.
now.
Yeah.
It's on
Yeah.
Netflix.
You gotta
Netflix
watch
has
it.
been doing really good about getting a bunch of like movies that need to be on there for people to watch, you know, movies and shows, and Netflix is just doing a great job. So I don't know. I can't really, there's nothing else to say about that. Netflix is doing good.
Yeah.
How much they paying you?
I don't know.
They better
I'm not
know.
sponsored by Netflix.
Yeah. Ryan, how's your week going, man?
It's going pretty good. Been working a lot. Decided I was going to I'm work extra hours and stuff, so I was like working the weekend and stuff like that on computer and stuff. Completed a course for like an engineering course that gives me college credits. So it gives me like 9-hour college credits. So it's pretty cool. So just like one step, and work paid for all that. So it's like one step. It was like a 12 course thing, and it took like, a couple weeks, but it was pretty good. Yeah.
Cool.
Gonna go look at a car tomorrow. Hopefully that goes well. I don't know. I hate looking at cars at car lots. I like driving them.
What gun are you gonna bring with you? You gonna bring the Glock?
Set it on the dash.
Yeah. So how much you give this for? Free?
Blue Book says you're 1,500 over.
Let's negotiate. Been playing a few games. Played Pokemon tirelessly. Just constantly played it.
New one.
Yeah, it's really good if you can get past like the lagging issues and stuff. Not really lagging, more of like frame rate. It was really frame ratey. I haven't really experienced all the other issues people were talking about, but other than that, it's really good. There's a lot of had a lot of good times playing it. The whole like open world, run with your friend kind of thing is cool. You don't get to really play the whole like gym and stuff with each other, but you can like run around. So like it's your instance as well. So like, you can go do your own thing and they can do their own thing, and then you can trade and do like the raid battles together. But other than that, it's pretty good, pretty solid.
You like the new Pokemon that they added?
Yeah, there's some pretty cool Pokemon. I'm glad they added a lot of like certain typings we didn't have multiples of. Like it's like water fighting, which was like the only one they ever had was the first Pokemon game, which was Poliwrath. That was the only water fighting, and they added like 3 in this game, I think. So it's kind of cool. It was
Any future tattoos?
no.
No Diamond Eevee?
No, they didn't release another Eevee, unfortunately. I was kind of upset about it. Like everybody wanted one. Every single game everybody wants one because there's so many typings they haven't done, but they're probably not going to. They're probably not going to give people the satisfaction of having another Eevee. But I did complete the Pokedex, so I've done literally everything I can do in the game. I don't have anything else to do, so it's just mainly like making a team and playing against other people. That's all I got left to do. Played a little bit of Elden Ring because they released the multiplayer combat update where you have like the Coliseum and you can play in like teams of 6v6, I think, or it's 6 players, so it's 3v3 solo battles, and I think you can do anything from like 1 to 4 players against each other. So I'm playing it back through the game a little bit to try to get good at it again, because it's playing against people that have been playing since it launched is probably going to be a problem because dodging iframes and everything like that. So other than that, really haven't been pretty just busy all around, baby and everything. So yeah, been pretty good though. Having a good time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
And Rachel, what about you? How's your week been?
It's been busy at work and not at work. But I did start, I don't normally watch YouTube videos very often, but I just so happened to come upon this. It's called Murder Mystery Makeup.
Murder mystery makeup.
Yeah, Monday.
Oh,
And this chick, she tells like true crime stories while she's doing her makeup. So you kind of get a makeup tutorial, but you get to hear about a true crime story at the same time. And she does her makeup kind of wild sometimes. So, you know, I don't really pay too much attention to that. But she's a good storyteller and she's pretty funny because she tries to add like personality to the characters that may or may not even really be their personality. But it's pretty funny. But she'll tell, you know, stories like that are well known, like John Wayne Gacy and Slender Man, and you know, stories like that most people have heard of. But then there's a lot that you probably never would have heard of unless you just like Googled it, you know. So I've been enjoying that. I've been watching it like anytime I'm doing anything, I just carry my phone around with me and watch it. So that's what I've been doing a lot of this week, besides working and
listening to murder and watching makeup tutorials.
yeah. And there's
both
been
done at the
some
same
pretty weird, crazy stories that I've heard this week, but very interesting. And then my wonderful, handsome husband over here gave me my Christmas gift early. I had lost my wedding ring like 5-6 years ago, maybe. And, you know, he keeps telling me that he's not going to get me one. And so he surprised me and got me one. And he can never wait to like give gifts
It's so
or
hard.
get them. He could hardly wait to get gifts either. He's just like constantly asking questions and, you know,
I will get to the bottom of this.
yes.
I will know what I have for Christmas.
Yes. So that was exciting because I was not expecting that. But yeah, that's besides work and kids and everything else. It's pretty much all that's going on. So,
Sweet.
and I did watch Bullet Train too. That was really good. That was this week, right? We watched that this
we
week.
watched it
Yeah.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
And Jackson, how about you? How's your week been going, buddy?
It's been going all right. Haven't really been watching anything new as far as I can think of. As far as video games go, I like rebought those South Park games. I beat the first one, and now I'm on to the second one. I've also like re-downloaded Red Dead Redemption 2 after I beat GTA. I could see him shaking his head. He's like, "You should be playing fucking Mass Effect."
Rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting 2.
But I don't know, man. I just love playing that game, man. I don't know. That game calms me down or whatever. You know, that's my Zen game where it's like, you know, I'm just going to go out hunting and stuff like that. But what was crazy is I actually, like, this is like my third playthrough of the game or something like that. And I came across like this, I don't know, it's like a small little shack area that I've never seen before. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to just do every single thing I can in this game, or at least like find out, because I keep missing stuff. Mm-hmm. And so I went inside the shack, and as soon as I go into it, there's a fucking bear right in my face. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I audibly like screamed out. Like,
What'd your mom say?
Yeah.
no,
Did you wake her up?
no one's home. But it freaked me out to the point where I audibly screamed. Like, I wish I could have got my reaction on video because I wanted to see what my face looked like.
Probably stupid. I'm just
Probably
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. That looks that way 80% of the time.
No, stop.
But yeah, other than that, just been hanging out and playing video games and watching TV, watching a lot of YouTube. Nothing specific on YouTube except for like been getting into like these videos that like go into like a whole bunch of just random facts about certain movies. I watched one on like Pulp Fiction and Shawshank Redemption and they're like hella interesting. I don't know. I'll send one to you guys and see if you guys like it or not. But yeah, that's what I've been up to this week.
You also had another death in the family, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, my kitty cat.
I'm sorry.
Poor kitty.
Yep. She was an old cat, but
Yeah. Mom's cat or your cat or
it was our cat.
Family
our cat?
It was the family's cat, you know.
A we are cat situation?
Oh my god.
Nah.
Yes, Connor. Yes, it was.
We are cat.
Sorry to make a joke.
Nah, it's all good. Nah, she was one of those cats that like loved to be aggressively pet, and like she'd just be like, oh, like you could punch her in the face repeatedly over and over, and she would take it as love. like any human interaction, she was just like, oh yes, I love this, and then like anything other than a human interaction, she was like, fuck this. Like hated the dogs, hated the other cats that we had, or the other cat that we had.
Damn.
But-
A real people person.
Yeah.
She was cool though.
Maybe she thought she was human.
True.
Yeah.
How's your week, Kyle?
It's been pretty good. Didn't really do much. Watched Bullet Train like we'd already talked about. Yeah, nothing really happened to me. Just going to a lot of basketball practices and stuff like that. I mean, it's been my week has been very inconsequential.
They're like how old are the kids that you're like trying to teach basketball to?
10.
10? Do you ever just like go up to them like while they're shooting and you just like, yeah, boom, and block the hell out of a shot?
Stuff them.
Yeah.
I would do that all the time.
Yeah, because once in a while, like it seems like every practice or every other practice we have a scrimmage.
Yeah.
And we only have 9 kids, so usually I have to be the other kid on the team. So the whole time, all the kids are complaining. You're complaining the whole time. This is not fair. He's too tall.
They're completely right. They're 100% right.
But if they would actually pay attention, I almost always don't go for the rebound. I will sit there and like get real low and put my arms out and like I'm playing defense, but I won't like go for the rebound or anything, but I'll still put my arm up and like tap the ball and stuff. And that's when they'll be like, it's not fair. This is not fair. And like most of the time the ball will just come to me, so I won't shoot it. I'll usually just look for a kid to be open and just like whiz them a pass.
Try get an assist. Yeah.
Yeah, and I get him assists, and then that's when it pops up again. This is not fair. He's too tall. He can see the whole field. And I'm like, this is, you guys don't get it. I'm trying to show you guys how to find people, how to get people open, how to see, like, have your head up and look for the open man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't see it that way. They see it as, this grown man is bullying us.
You're like, accept the challenge and get better.
I'm just one of the kids, boys. I'm just one of the kids.
But man, it is freaking fun, dude. Running around with all those kids, like playing. It's like 1v5, you know? Like it's, oh my gosh, it's so much fun, man. I love every second of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is the last week of it, which is unfortunate, but yeah. I'll probably never be a coach again.
I was gonna say, after you said you love every second of it, I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm pretty sure you said this is your last year doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it anymore.
So if you could somehow be like a college coach,
Yeah.
or, someone that could actually make an offense and have them run it and understand it,
Yeah.
pass the ball when they need to, and all that.
It's just too frustrating, especially when you tell all these kids. Like, there's one kid on the team in specific. I keep telling him, "Hey, dude, you are the tallest kid on the whole team. You're taller than like every kid in the whole league. You should not be on the 3-point line." I tell him every practice, like, you need to be in the paint under the goal, getting rebounds and getting assists. Like, they whiz it into you, then you look for the open man. And the whole time, the kid fights me about it. He's like, well, you're just you don't know what you're talking about, that kind of mentality. And I'm just like, dude, it's obvious, kid. For one, you can't dribble, and 2, you can't shoot, so you don't need to be on the 3-point line the whole time.
Right.
But What are you gonna do?
So you tell me, I'm your coach. You do what I say.
I'm just the assistant coach, so I don't tell the kids really to do much of anything. I'll let the coach tell me to tell the kids to do something, but it's not my team.
Come on, tell me, coach. Tell me to tell him.
But yeah, it's been a pretty good week. Yeah. I've started watching the 3rd season of Lock and Key. I got to like episode 4 and threw in the towel, dude. It got like I've been willing to accept that the acting in that show was really bad, but I accepted it because it had a cool premise. The 3rd season, they start rehashing stuff that already happened, and they get into like time travel crap, and then it just the acting is so bad. I just had to throw in the towel. I was like, I can't handle watching a second more of this show, and
Man.
it's the final season, and it's like I was so hyped about it, man, and I just can't do it. It might be one of the worst things I've watched all year. Like,
That sucks.
yeah, it's god awful.
I didn't make it past like the first half of the first season. I just kind of got a little bit bored with it, I guess.
I don't want to like talk crap on it, but like, good God.
I think a lot of stories make the mistake of using a lot of time travel, and you just end up rehashing a lot of the same story beats, you know? It's hard to move the story forward when you're just repeating the stuff that's already happened, you know? It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling Kyle. It like reminded me of the first book. Was it the Nephew's or what is it called? The
Magician's Nephew?
The Magician's Nephew, the Chronicles of Narnia series. Like if you read even half of that, the first book, it reminded me a lot of, you know, how Lock and Key was. It just kind of seemed like the same story. I mean, I
Okay.
know there's obviously differences, but it was just kind of like, you know, already heard that story, you know.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But
The rings and the keys would operate similar in a lot of ways.
just the whole house vibe, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I didn't give enough of a chance to see how different it was, though. So,
It was very different.
yeah. I guess I went by like the first couple episodes. So,
I think after this podcast, I might try to see if I can watch a Bullet Train whenever I get home. Also, speaking about action comedies, did you see the dadgummit? Don't you hate it like when you're like, you got a name in your head and then it just escapes you? Boom, came back.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan. He is officially signed up for Rush Hour 4.
Yeah, I
with
saw
him and Chris
that.
Tucker. So
Yeah.
you guys were just talking about that, weren't you?
were we?
I thought so.
We-
Of the last.
yeah,
few
we did
episodes.
there was a whole Rush Hour thing that happened. Yeah.
Oh, man. I must have checked out for that.
It was during the movie game. Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3 in a row. And
Yeah,
had-
that was your question.
Yeah, I think, did we talk about like, man, it'd be nice if they made a Rush Hour 4?
maybe. I don't think we did, but maybe.
I thought
We were
you guys
definitely
were
okay.
saying that.
We definitely talked about Rush Hour on the last episode. I remember that. I don't remember talking about the possibility of a Rush Hour 4. Which
I thought
is,
you were saying that you wish that they would come out with one or something like that.
yeah,
I'm pretty
wishful
sure.
thinking.
It worked.
Jackie Chan heard me.
Yeah.
He's like, from one Jackie to another.
Yeah.
I'll make this movie for you.
There is a show on Netflix I watched, been watching, the Cabinet of Mysteries on Netflix. It's like by Guillermo del Toro.
Any good?
It's actually pretty decent. It's like a bunch of different stories of like horror, mystery stuff, and yeah, first 3 episodes are wild, and I heard the 4th one's nuts. I haven't watched the 4th one yet because a buddy and I are watching it together. But apparently the 4th one goes real hard. So, and there's like 8 episodes or so. So
I'll have to
they're
check
about
that out.
45 minutes to an hour. I think you'd probably like it if you like horror.
What is it called?
Cabinet Mysteries.
Cabinet of Mysteries.
Cool. I love horror. I really loved Black Mirror up to a certain point.
Yeah, this one was really good. It has some pretty well-known actors in it as well. I
Nice.
read names, their faces. I can tell you by faces, but their names I don't know.
Was Black Mirror, was that like a different story every episode?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. I saw many of those.
That's the
they
same
were
with this
weird.
one, too.
They were crazy.
I liked a lot of them.
Really?
There are some that I'm like, I don't want to watch that ever again, but some of them were really good.
But they're not like true stories, they're made up.
They're made up, yes. It's all made up stuff, but it's pretty
up.
good. Yeah, it's pretty messed up stuff, and like I mean, like the acting's pretty good. The CGI or that they have to do for like is really good as well. It's pretty good.
It's made by Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's by Netflix. Well, it's made by it's with production of Netflix, but directed by Guillermo del Toro. So, and my buddy was like, he loves them. He's like, oh, we gotta watch it. I was like, okay. So we've been watching it on VR. So together because he has this, we can get on an app and like watch movies and anything, and they can stream anything you want from it. It's pretty cool. So that's like the only way for him to do that because he has Moon Man internet. He lives in the Marshall Islands. Moon Man internet.
Damn.
It's bad.
You got moon shoes too?
Probably.
Moon shoes.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I haven't seen it in a while. It's probably Moon Man and up, suit and all.
Yes.
Well, let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this episode.
Yeah.
Meat.
So we're going to be doing rapid fire questions part 2.
Ooh.
Meaty potatoes.
Meat and potatoes. So we have 70-something questions.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I can't
Oh,
wait.
man.
We're gonna have to think real fast.
We'll have to go through them real quick.
65 plus.
69.
Jackson's gotta watch Bullet Train, so we're gonna have to think fast.
Oof.
Yep. All right. So some of these questions, I'm just going to read them to you. And then you guys, if I get a good, funny answer instantly, I'm just going to move on to the next question.
Nice.
Okay. Some of these I'm going to let you guys just keep going. And if a good answer, a funny one pops up, I'm just going to go to the next one. Okay. If you go too long on some of these questions, I'm going to cut you off.
Okay.
These are rapid fire. I'm looking at you, Jackson.
Rapid.
I'll give you one word answers only.
No.
Funny ones. Funny one-word answers only.
Well, you don't have to worry about my answers being long because every answer to your questions will be your mom.
You gotta say Kyle's mom.
All right, so I'm not going to say who made these questions or anything like that. They have been made by all of us, and John Hurlbert threw some in as well.
Earlbert.
Nice. Miss John.
Mr. Big Time.
Mr. Big Time.
Mr. Big Time.
Thanks, John.
Yeah. All right, so we'll get started with one of John's first here.
You said you weren't gonna tell
Yeah,
me
you
who
didn't
they
say any
were.
names.
What the
I
heck?
know. I'm just getting started.
Shout
with
out to John.
I'm just getting started with the John palate
You
cleanser.
forgot.
A John palate cleanser.
Okay. Let's see here. Big dick or good credit?
Both.
Nope. You gotta choose one or the other.
Big dick, man.
Can Big Dick get me good credit?
On the street, yeah.
Street cred.
Yep.
Well, I guess clearly I'm gonna go with the big credit. Wait, what was it? Big
Big credit. Give me that big credit.
Good credit.
Good credit. Yeah.
Rachel does not want a big dick.
No, that's right. I'll pass.
Okay. Is peeing your pants cool?
No.
Never.
No.
No.
If you're helping out a friend.
I don't care if everyone in your family does
If
it.
you Billy
It's
Madison,
the coolest.
if you're Billy Madison, you're doing it.
What's your porno name?
Mine's Sir Dix a lot.
Mine's Jackhammer. Always has been, always will be.
Okay.
I don't know.
Star. I don't know.
I'm Jasmine.
Mochaccino.
Ivy.
When does the revolution start?
Right now.
The revolution ended.
Yeah.
The revolution's over.
I don't know when it starts.
Who killed it, Connor?
Radio star? No, video killed the radio star.
Yeah, you're getting that confused.
Yeah.
Who killed the revolution?
Why are you asking me that question?
I I don't think we killed it. I think we.
I
think we put it on a plaque and put it up on the wall. Is what we did.
yeah, I just know it's over. I don't know who killed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite winter sport?
The bobsled team.
Bobsled team.
Dude, those guys are
Well,
crazy.
being real, like anything snowboarding.
Snowboarding is awesome. Yes.
That or hockey, That's a winner.
Okay,
Well-
scratch all that. Hockey.
I do like going to hockey games. It's fun.
I haven't watched much this year, but I'm gonna have to say football because I haven't watched very many other winter sports, so
Okay.
it's in the winter, right? So.
Fall to winter. Yeah.
yeah,
I guess it would count. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, your playoffs are in the winter, right?
Super Bowls in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes.
February.
Yeah,
What happens when a human wears Frosty the Snowman's magic hat? Will I get magic powers?
I
I
think
hope
you become a
so.
snowman at that point.
No, because they made a snowman, put it on there. So what would you be? He got powers.
Yeah, he went from human to
Well, he went from snowman to human.
dead human to snowman.
I think you would gain the power to. I don't know. I think you would probably handicap you more than anything.
You're just a guy with a cool hat.
I bet,
That
the
could
only,
gather
I bet
children.
the only thing that you would probably be able to say if you put that hat on is "Happy Birthday."
He did have all the children on the block follow him. So
Yeah.
That'd be another curse of the hat. Like,
yeah, you're just singing songs and children are following you.
Yeah. Suspicious.
In one word, what is your style?
Dope.
Sweet style. Sweet style.
Oh my gosh, Jackson, go.
hard.
Okay, I'll go soft then.
Have you ever worn socks with sandals?
Yes.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah,
Gross.
even the flip flops.
Yeah.
Gross.
Only for fun, not like out in public though. Well, except for maybe like slides.
I'm definitely not like
No,
a guy
I'm
that's
not.
like,
That's
hey, I'm gonna
gross.
put on the
Gross.
That's gross.
I'm gonna put on like the freaking mandals and yellow toed socks and just take a stroll for the park. Not gonna do that, but
Was Santa right? Was Santa right to hide Rudolph's nose?
did he hide it to begin with?
Yep.
It was Santa, huh?
Yeah, he didn't want the other reindeer to, give him a hard time, so he was.
Because they wouldn't let
Trying
him
to
play
be
any of the
friendly,
reindeer games,
probably.
man.
But was he right?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't let Rudolph be himself, so.
Yeah, no. That's no
His
shame.
heart was in the right place,
Right,
but he
yeah.
wasn't right in his actions.
It's no
Like,
shame.
He
like
is-
in today's time, he wouldn't be right, but like back
Yeah.
then, he was
Instead of
probably
trying to make Rudolph fit in, he should have made it clear that, hey, there's nothing wrong with this kid. He can still play basketball with you kids.
he should have gave everyone else a red nose instead of Rudolph.
See, that
I'll
would
hit ya.
fix the problem. Everybody else has been.
Yeah.
Well,
And a broken nose, too.
I think more than anything, like, if anything, like, until we meet another human being with a lit up nose and we react to how we treat him, like, we'll never know, like, what those other deer are like. We might see a dude with a lit up nose and be like, dude, fuck this guy immediately. He's got a bright, bold nose.
True, but those reindeer were sentient.
Yeah, man. You know what? Maybe just
I feel like
reindeer eat reindeer rib. And I can't say that phrase. Reindeer eat reindeer rib.
Now, Santa Claus is coming to kick some ass this Christmas. What is Santa's weapon of choice?
It's a fucking big old massive candy cane that he has sharpened to a point.
Oh
You
my
know-
gosh.
a bag of whatever, because he can pull whatever he wants out of that bag.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, so
you gotta pick one
Bag
thing.
of goodies.
a magical bag, you say?
Magical bag, dude.
Santa's magical bag is on the list of my top 5 bags of all time.
Top 5 bags the whole time.
Yeah.
Broken ornaments.
Oh, that's cruel.
Bag of ants is another one. Top 5 bags.
I'd just say like an axe, man, like a more like a wood chopper guy. What are those guys are called? I forget what they're called.
A lumberjack.
Lumberjack. Yes.
I wanted to think of that.
A lumberjack?
A wood chopper
On the tip of my
man.
tongue.
What doesn't exist but should?
What doesn't exist but should?
Yes.
That's really hard.
World peace.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, move on. Next question.
That is the ultimate answer
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
I had a really sad answer. I'm
What
not gonna
doesn't
say it,
exist
though.
that should? My wife.
Say my wife.
My wife.
Connor said it.
Oh, that's what you're gonna say.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay. Sudden painless death at 40 or long painful death at 80?
I'm gonna go with long, painful at 80. I'd rather. I'd
Yeah.
sacrifice.
Give me
the
the-
pain
get to
for the
live.
next for 40 years.
Yeah, I'll take the years, and then I always got the option to end it. You know, there's always an easy way
It's always
out.
a cop out.
But a hell of an 80 years.
I just gotta be able to use this one finger. You cut that out. Pull the trigger.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
Which reindeer describes your sex life?
Donner. You remember the
Blitzen,
Donner party of 18 something?
Hey, could you give us all the reindeer real quick? 'Cause
Donner, Blitzen.
Comet, Cupid.
Comet, Cupid.
Cupid. That one makes most sense, right?
I want to hear what Ryan
What's
says.
that comet?
Comet, Cupid, your
Dasher,
Donner.
Prancer.
Yeah, I'm Donner.
Blitzen.
There's also Rudolph.
I'm probably Blitzen. Yeah, I'm probably Blitzen.
Oreos or Chips Ahoy?
Oreos.
Oreo.
Oreo for sure. But
Chewy Chips Ahoy.
I'm gonna say you didn't actually specify which. I just went with original Chips Ahoy.
Yeah, that's
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those Chewy Chips Ahoy, man, they're real.
I'm saying there's
They're
other
coming.
versions of Oreos
There's
that
those.
exist that I would choose the original Chips Ahoy over
Yeah.
like off-brand Oreos. So,
There's so many new Oreo things out there, man.
bruh,
It's crazy.
it's insane.
Oreo's taking over, man, in a good way.
Sometimes.
Most stuff.
I look out my window and see Oreo.
What is your spy name?
Green man.
How should you love a woman?
Tenderly.
But what if it's a girl that like,
Likes it rough.
that likes to like have her like I don't know hands around her throat and it's like shut the fuck up. There's some girls that are into that shit. I don't
Yeah,
know.
stay away from them.
Cherish
Just
that,
kidding.
Jack.
I don't like
Oh
it.
my god.
I can never act like that. I can never be with a girl that wants that.
Yeah. That's what I said.
It is weird when a girl wants you to choke her.
It is. Yes.
So we didn't discuss this beforehand.
But all right, if you say so.
Hit me, you pussy. No. Why not? That's evidence. You can say you didn't like the mac and cheese later, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be like, "Look at the black eye you gave me."
Do you know what these hands can do?
What made your heart grow 3 sizes?
The spirit of Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say good food every Christmas. That always makes my heart grow. It makes me feel happier and that I'm with people. Because before, like, I'm usually starving, you know? So once I get that food, I power up, my heart gets bigger.
You're not so hangry anymore.
Yeah. It's like, okay, now I can just chill out and have a good time.
What's your favorite green vegetable?
Brussels sprouts.
I'm a green bean guy.
Yeah, I was going to say green beans,
I do like
man.
spinach, but not from the can because that's gross.
As much as I like green beans, though, a really good salad, man. You know?
It's like
That's
Salad?
gross.
That's green.
Salad. Lettuce and romaine lettuce and
I like broccoli a lot too, but
Oh,
I think
broccoli.
I think I like Brussels sprouts more.
broccoli with cheese, broccoli
Man.
with ranch.
Broccoli and rice, or just broccoli casserole, however you want to put that. So cheesy, so good.
Celery with peanut butter.
Get out of here.
The green vegetable.
That's a green vegetable, right? The celery?
No, I'm just kidding. You guys are adding all these.
I'm just complaining about.
I thought you did, right?
My second favorite would be peppers. All right, next question.
What if Rudolph had a glowing ass?
He'd be flying backwards, I guess.
I was gonna say he'd be in the trunk.
He'd blind the other reindeer.
He'd be the brake
Yeah.
lights.
Because the nose was supposed to light Santa's sleigh's
Yeah.
way through the storm, so it's blinding the other reindeer.
What do your nipples look like?
Milk duds.
That's the good answer.
There it is.
I'm not going to answer that one.
What is a band / artist you'd like to see come out with a Christmas album?
That's tricky.
Yeah, it is.
Have the Foo Fighters had a Christmas album?
I don't know.
Did they disband completely?
No.
No.
There wasn't their drummer not even in their band when he passed away.
I can't remember.
I think he wasn't.
He
even in the
wasn't.
band.
Oh. I think that could have potential. A Foo Fighters Christmas.
What are you made of?
Man flesh.
Man meat.
I'm made of some tough stuff, man.
Some tough stuff.
Some real tough stuff, man. Let me tell you.
Real true grit.
Who's your current celebrity crush?
That girl from the AT&T commercial. Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh no, sorry, Anna de Armas. That's my current crush. AT&T girl was my pandemic crush.
What are the Christmas Chronicles?
Hey, nobody else got their crushes out. You just gave me what?
Yeah, dude, it's all you.
It's all about you today,
If you're
Connor.
not answering, I'm moving on. It's rapid fire.
How am I supposed to answer when someone else is talking?
I waited
I'm
like
just
a good
kidding. I don't have an answer. I don't have
Oh,
an
you
answer.
don't
I'm
have
just
one?
kidding.
This ain't Ryan Reynolds. You're
I don't
wrong.
really have one
What's your
right
current
now.
celebrity crush?
I don't really have one right now.
Come on, guys.
If ain't Ryan Reynolds, you're wrong.
I don't know. Kristen Wiig.
Sounds
Kristen
good.
Wiig's always been my celebrity crush forever. So
I still love Sam Heughan, but
Nice.
I haven't been watching Outlander.
What are the Christmas Chronicles?
the Christmas Chronicles. Well, you seen the movie Chronicle, right?
Just add Christmas to it.
Yeah.
It's all about that kid wants to take Rudolph's position.
What is the worst Christmas movie?
Every
Probably one that I
Hallmark,
haven't
every
seen.
Hallmark
Yeah.
movie.
I was gonna say Hallmark.
Yeah,
movie I
Hallmark's
haven't
pretty
seen.
bad.
If you could create a holiday, what would it be?
I would call it Jack Day, and I would jack all day.
That's great. I'd like to see like a candy or a sweets day where like we're dipping everything in chocolate, we're going just wild. Everybody's crashing out at like noon because of all those sugar,
Sugar overload.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want
Just be called Sweet Day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you'll still eat like normal meals, but like maybe it'll be like a honeyed ham type thing, like something that's like more on the sweet side of savory,
Yeah.
like I think that'd be cool.
Like a candied yam.
Like candied yam, yes.
It's an Olive Garden kind of night. We getting soup or breadsticks or salad?
You can get all of it.
Unlimited
yeah.
stick.
You can get them all.
Me likey
Yeah.
breadsticks. Me likey breadsticks.
Which of the 7 deadly sins explains your sex life? You got pride, envy, wrath, gluttony, lust, sloth, greed.
Is Dopey somewhere on there?
Sloth. I mean, that's not my answer. I was telling. I mean, occasionally that's. my
Thanks,
answer.
Rachel.
Probably a combination of greed and sloth.
So wait, to describe my sex life,
Yes.
Yeah.
There's not one that describes
Yeah,
non-existence.
there's
Put wrath in
It'd be
there.
Wrath.
envy.
Yeah,
Because you
envy.
envy it.
Envy.
Gluttony is,
I wish.
gluttony, probably.
Oh, Ryan. Humble brag over here. Yeah. Gluttony.
he's getting more
yeah.
than he needs.
Is self-empowered one of the options? Independent woman.
Have you ever tasted soap?
Yeah.
Yes.
If so, why did you?
Accident. No,
I probably said shit around my parents when I was 3 years old.
yeah.
I did, yes.
Sometimes you gotta clean your mouth out, man.
They
I said
stopped.
shit a lot. when I was younger.
I did, and they stopped at a gas station, went inside, got the shitty bar of soap, and shoved it in my mouth. Right there.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
Why are boobs good?
They just are.
Why is rainbow good?
Soft, playful,
Warm.
ideally perky.
There's a bear shit in the woods.
Yeah. There's something comfortable. Yeah, comfortable about it. You know, it's just and comforting. Yeah. Bigger the better up to a certain size, and then obviously you don't want the nipple to be too big either. You want that to be within reason. No offense to any girls with the big nips out there. I respect you.
And one of those things that, when presented to you, you're grateful.
Oh yeah, dude. I always say thank you.
Not one of those
Please
things that
say
they just like, well, happen every day. So
No, definitely not every day.
At what age did you ask Santa to take you away?
I think probably every year until I found out that I lived with Santa the entire time. The irony.
They've already taken me.
I'm really not here.
Are you in or are you out?
Think I'm out.
I'm all the way in.
Yeah, man.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Fuck y'all then.
You're not having no fun.
Traitor.
Jackson.
I'm out.
What is your favorite Christmas movie?
Christmas Vacation.
I do love Home Alone too. It's funny. The guy's getting shocked, and then he turns into a skeleton. That's one of the
good.
funniest parts.
Growing up as a Grinch, but I really like the Santa Claus. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It just gives you a warm
They did make the TV show too.
family feeling. Homey.
Yeah, I'd have to say just one of the claymation ones. I couldn't really tell you. Maybe the dentist one or something. I don't know. One of those.
Fill in the blank. Star Wars had a Christmas special. Why can't blank have a Christmas special?
Kill Bill. Yeah.
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
The Kill Bill Christmas special.
I think it would be really popular.
They should just do a Quentin Tarantino Christmas special and have all the characters come on to just like one thing. I don't know. It's just all on one set.
Yeah, that
Make
could
it
work.
like one of those telethon things.
And Samuel L. Jackson keeps coming back as different versions of the different characters he's got. That'd be cool.
Does Lord of the Rings have a Christmas?
That'd be a good one.
That'd be funny.
Probably
I'd like to
not.
hang out with Frodo and the gang.
Looks like Christmas ham's back on the
Like,
menu.
maybe not Lord of the Rings, but like the Hobbit Christmas.
Oh, okay.
That seems like it would make more sense. Like they could probably do that a lot easier than
Yeah, no
than
doubt.
all the other characters.
If you had to choose from having a six-pack abs or never eating tacos again, would you prefer hard or soft tacos?
What?
I'd say soft tacos. As far as what tacos am I going to eat for the rest of my life?
No. If
So
you
the
had to
first part of it
choose-
was not even relevant. Like,
Oh, okay.
If you had to choose either
I
having
understood it.
six-pack abs or never eating tacos again, why would you choose soft or would you choose hard or soft tacos?
that makes no sense.
It does make
Take
sense.
this, yeah. Take
You
the
could
six pack
also-
abs.
Yeah, you could also go with like, I'll never eat fish tacos again or something like that. But I love fish tacos.
Right, because you're not going to take the six-pack abs. You can't live without tacos your whole life.
I would fucking deconstruct them and turn it into nachos. Boom.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fix.
I'm gonna have taco,
6-pack abs
taco
mine.
salad.
He's found a
Six pack
loophole,
abs
boys.
are hard, man.
That's what nachos are. It's a deconstructed taco for the most part. So
If you had a farm, what would you sell / grow?
Money.
So trees.
No, they just grow straight from the plant.
I would want like an apple trees. Apple trees, probably.
Yeah, I'd like maybe like a vineyard or something like that, or maybe just like berries. Other kinds of berries.
Yeah.
A lot of berries. I picked blueberries as a child and locked my sister in the trunk.
A lot of ourselves in the truck.
A lot of good memories back at that place.
I can't remember the name of the trees, but like those Japanese cherry blossom trees, I would start like just a massive farm of those. That would be dope.
Cherry blossoms.
I think they're
pretty cool.
called cherry blossoms.
They're not called Japanese cherry
No,
blossom
they're
trees?
just called cherry blossoms tree. Like for
Cherry
America,
blossom
they're
tree.
cherry blossoms, but in Japanese, they're a different word. But it means cherry blossom. Okay.
Potato.
Is it acceptable to double dip at a party?
Never.
If it's only your dip and you're the only one eating it, yeah.
If it's your party?
Yeah, if it's your party,
Yeah.
I'm
Party
double
of one.
dipping.
It's like immediate family, maybe, but yeah, not probably other people.
Would you rather have 4 hands, 4 feet, or 4 head?
4 hands, 4 feet.
I already have
Forehead.
4 heads, dude.
I'd probably take the 4 hands.
I'll take the 4 hands
Yeah.
for sure.
I
That would
could
be
do a lot of
helpful.
work with some 4 hands.
Yeah.
I can get some stuff
Be a
done
monkey.
with 4 hands.
I'm not using this forehead either. I kind of want the hairline to go all the way down. You know what I'm saying?
Where's your forehead? It's there.
Don't need it, man.
What is the best TV holiday special?
Ooh. My favorite TV holiday special is the Office episode where Dwight dresses up as like the German Santa Claus or something like that. Mm-hmm. That's my favorite episode or favorite Christmas special. There's also a really good one on That 70s Show that I like.
That's the first one that came to my brain was the 70s Show one.
The one where they steal all the toys. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't think of any.
Okay. If you could pick any villain, who would it be?
If you could pick any villain.
For what? No. What's the context behind this?
Brought it back.
What was the answer to this question? There's an answer.
No, David. Or not David, but Jacob.
Like ongoing joke.
So Jacob
recurring.
that asked that. Oh
Yeah,
my
Jacob
gosh.
asked that when he was on the podcast.
I don't think anybody ended up answering.
I thought we
because
had
they're
an
like,
answer.
"What?"
I thought there was like one answer that we had.
Jackson kept throwing out Jaws. Someone-
Jaws. There we go. That's it.
Darth Vader. Yeah.
Pick any movie. Are you thinking of the Ringer
Jaws
Jackson?
is a good movie.
What's the number one thing on your bucket list?
Right now, it's probably to get my license at work because that maybe can accomplish some other items on the bucket list.
Number one bucket.
Getting this car right now. Yep.
Damn. You gotta do that before you die?
Oh, yeah. I have to.
I guess you got to, yeah.
Look, it's one of the cars I've always wanted.
Winning the Mega Million lottery.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
It's on
That
the
last
list.
one. That last one. That was like $1 billion.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That would be cool if I would have won that one, but
You know,
just wasn't the time yet.
it was just $1 billion.
I guess the number one on mine has been getting a house for a while, and that's still gonna be on there for a while. So that's it.
Number one.
Number
For
one.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister's a realtor.
What is your
She's a
dream?
real her?
How real is she?
It's pretty real.
What's your dream Christmas vacation?
I'd like to go somewhere like the beach, you know. I really like a warm one of these years. But aside from that, the actual dream would be like one of those big like ski lodges, just having that to myself and just being in like a really nice like wooden environment with like a fire, just like a really nice place. That'd be cool.
I would like to add to Connor's like ski lodge, sizable ski lodge, you know, like multiple bedrooms and stuff like that. kind of like more like a log cabin mansion.
Exactly. That's what I was going
Yes.
for. Yes.
Log cabin mansion in the
Big
middle of
glass
the woods.
windows.
Big glass windows.
Like from-
and it's just me, and I'm in a sailor's uniform. And then it's just a bunch of ladies in bikinis all running around. We're having a sexy party.
Like
You only need the hat.
Mary Swanson's house from Dumb and Dumber in Aspen. You know, Mary
Yeah.
Swanson's not like that.
Yeah. Same vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Swimmy,
Samsonite.
Samsonite.
It's time for a stew.
I forget the
sexy
name of the
parties.
house, but there's one specific house that was done by a architect from Missouri, and he did he built a house over like a small little river or creek. You guys know the house that I'm talking about because it's one of those things we learned in school. But yeah,
St. Louis
Party-
Arch.
not the arch. Party in the arch.
They built that little house over the creek, right?
What was your nightmare before Christmas?
Ooh. Couldn't sleep. Could never sleep before Christmas.
Bro, I had like crazy nightmares like back in the day. Like I think it was like from an animated TV show that I watched as a kid. But I just remember like two kids like end up like going with Santa back to the North Pole, and it's like I barely remember anything about it. All I know is that at some point one of the kids does something that he's not supposed to and unleashes like an evil or something outside the North Pole. And Santa sees him, he's like, "What have you done?" Like,
Damn.
and that shit like echoes in my brain, but I can't remember what it's from.
Okay.
That's my nightmare.
To go back to an earlier question, best Christmas special, the Robot Chicken Christmas specials were always the best.
Those
That's
are good.
Great.
That's my answer.
Yeah, I also thought of one whenever, same office, but whenever Dwight sings the Christmas, was it Trans-Siberian Orchestra? He's got that playing and he has a Christmas party and he's like jamming out. I love that episode.
What is a weird gift you've received for Christmas?
At the prior call center I used to work at, Neobox, they would, during Christmas time, since we were with Precious Moments, they would give us Precious Moments figurines and then these other like really cool glass ornaments. So it was kind of weird that we were getting them, but they're really high quality gifts. Definitely weird.
Yeah.
I didn't need
This
them.
isn't like so much a weird gift, but it's weird that I've gotten like maybe 20 or 30 of these in my lifetime, but flashlights. I have probably gotten maybe 30 flashlights and like Christmas gifts like throughout my lifetime.
You kind of put off that vibe, don't you, man?
This boy looks
He
like he
seems
has a
like he's in a
flashlight.
dark.
I think I know what I'm gonna get Jackson for Christmas. I don't know about you guys.
One day you're gonna need a flashlight and you're gonna be in the dark and you're gonna be like, why don't I have a flashlight on me?
Like, oh, because I throw away every single one I get. No, I don't throw them away, but they do get lost somehow. In my house, there's 50 or 60 flashlights spattered around.
Oh, look, there
None
it
of
is.
them can be found now.
What is your favorite Christmas that you've ever had?
Yeah.
Probably when I got my Xbox 360 for Christmas when I was younger.
Yeah, mine was the PS2 Christmas. It's hard to top that.
Yeah, same with me. Whenever I got the same year I got a PS2 was also the same year that I actually went to a movie theater for the first time, like on Christmas Day, and I watched The Mist.
If you had to get a Christmas tattoo, describe what it would look like and where you'd get it.
All right, it would be Santa Claus taking out a fucking field of zombies with the said weapon that I was talking about earlier, the giant candy cane that he sharpened. And yeah, it would just be like him in the middle, and then all the zombies like coming up to him or whatever. I'd get on my chest, full chest piece, color, realism.
I think it'd be. Oh, sorry, you done?
I mean, there's not really much left to describe it. Maybe a mushroom cloud in the background.
The only thing that came to mind for me was like a Nutcracker styled like wood mulcher type thing, and like Mrs. Claus like feeding Santa Claus into that you know, and then you got the blood splatter, you know, the classic wife throwing her husband into the wood chipper, you know.
Probably have like Santa Claus like clasping hands like ripped, like he does it like Arnold Schwarzenegger does, and slaps it. He's like a Rudolph hand or something.
I was thinking like she's just like holding on to the legs. That's all you see is her holding the legs, and yeah, he's already in there.
Rachel is Ryan Reynolds in a Santa Claus hat.
No, I'd do, I don't know, baby Jesus in a manger, and has like a wreath for a crown, maybe.
Oh, really funny, Rachel.
If a man sounding like Tom Hanks asked you to get on a train called Polar Express, would you do it?
Well,
Yes.
you know, you know what my answer to his question, like, because I remember what he says to me. He's like, "Well, are you coming?" My answer would have been like, "I was about to before a fucking train came." Where's this train? What's the train?
What is your guilty pleasure?
Wrestling. I fucking love pro wrestling, man. I love all of it. I even love watching the underground shit.
I thought you meant doing it at first, not like watching it. I was like, do you wrestle often?
Maybe I do, Rachel.
Okay.
I'd say sweets.
Might have an underground personality about it.
Yeah,
Sweets are,
Yeah.
you know,
it's hard to say no.
chocolate, dude.
Yeah, it's hard to say no to that.
How's that a
no,
guilty
no,
pleasure, though?
It
Sweets
is.
are awesome.
Food. Period.
Nobody looks at it like somebody
Building
eating an
computers,
Oreo
how
and
about
just
that?
Like, man.
Okay, that's fair, Jackson.
Building computers.
Um,
Yeah, that's it. So
Yeah, you should feel real guilty for that, Jake. Really guilty for that, dude.
I do feel guilty about it. That's a lot of money.
What would you do if you were turned into a snowman?
Pray to God you don't melt. You know, climb into a freezer. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna die. It'd be like that. What was that scary snowman movie? That like horror scary snowman
Jack
movie.
Frost.
Jack
the,
Frost?
Yeah, just start killing people.
Multiple versions of Jack Frost.
the evil one.
The evil
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I told my mom, like, go get me that horror Jack Frost movie. She brings me home the Michael Keaton one.
She's like, he dies. That's scary.
If you were the ghost of Christmas future, what would you say?
If I was the ghost of Christmas future, what would I say?
So you're fucking up, kid.
Why are you not eating the rich?
Should Santa's elves unionize? And is it right that they are called Santa's elves?
I think they are Santa's elves. As far as I know, I've not heard any complaints from the elves. So go and find out there. They love it.
Okay, Big Santa.
It sounds a lot like a Willy Wonka situation right now. Like,
Yeah.
maybe those elves came from a bad place, and he was like,
saved
"Yo,
him.
come live in this fucking barren ice wasteland that I call the North Pole." They're like, you know what? It's better than this place. Let's go.
Make them toys.
What do you believe is the key to living the good life?
Gotta have fun, man. That's the only way to the good life. If you want to be real about it, you can have all the money in the world. If you're not having fun, it doesn't matter. So, dancing, music, just having swagger.
Okay.
People say money can't buy you happiness, but you know,
But it can buy you a boat.
but it can buy
They
you.
can buy a wicked ass jet ski.
Yep.
No one's upset on a jet ski. Seen people faces on there? They're not.
Fucking try to frown.
Do you like your first name? If not, would you change it?
I know you changed yours too.
It's not about me.
I like
I
my
already
name.
know Kyle
Okay,
doesn't want to be
Reggie.
called Kyle. We already know this.
I like my name, but I would go with like maybe Shiro or something, or another Japanese name,
Like Cutter,
Toshi. You
Toshi.
say Cutter?
I would get rid of William. My first name would be Ryan.
There you go.
Yeah,
You can do that.
I know. Doesn't it cost money?
Yeah, it's like 500, I think. Something like that.
That's just too much for
Is
a
it
name.
really? I thought
It's
it was
pretty
15
cheap.
bucks.
It's too much for a name.
Really, it only costs $500 to change your name?
It's pretty cheap. Yeah, it's not very expensive.
You all now start calling me this.
Jackson's new name, the Jack Jacker.
I'm calling myself Big Papa.
It's Jack Day.
In Eiffel 65's hit song Blue, Dabba Dee Dabba Die, they blew their house. What color would you blue your house?
Blue.
Purple.
Blue little windows, blue Corvette. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I thought you were going to say, what do you think that they're saying in that Dabba Dee Dabba Die?
Nope.
He's
I
like,
just
what
wanna
would
know
you
what
blew
color
your
you
house?
blew your house.
Okay.
I'd go green.
Nice. What's a nice Christmas tradition that you'd like to start with your family?
I would like to go to the movies. I liked it that one time that I went and I was like, you know what? There's a whole chunk of Christmas where it's just like nothing's happening. Why not go see a movie?
I'd like to have a game sesh with the fam, maybe like an hour or two after we eat and all that. And it's like we're hanging out, we got nothing to do. It's like maybe put like a basketball game on and then play like Mario Party or something, or Mario Kart, some easy,
We can make that happen this year.
Card games.
I just don't want to play anything that has to do with board/games.
Well, you
WarioWare.
can just be by yourself.
Get that out of here.
Board/games.
If Santa had to replace his reindeer with something else, what would he choose?
Dragon. A single dragon.
That'd be cool.
One dragon could do it.
Those flying monkeys from the Wizard of Oz, I think, would do a pretty good job.
They finally found work after the Wicked Witch of the West died, so.
Is Disney's Winnie the Pooh, A Very Merry Pooh Year, the best title for a kid's film?
I don't think so.
It's questionable at best.
Why do the elves in A Christmas Story look like court jesters?
I was asking myself this question the other day, and that's why this question's in here.
He couldn't figure it out, so he wanted to.
If you watch that movie, man, it's weird. They look like court gestures, just their costumes. Not very elf-like, by today's standards, at least. Maybe
it's because they're not meant to look like, I don't know. Maybe not to, they're trying to look evil, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, more menacing.
Yeah. Menacing. That's a good word for it.
What happens when you're home alone?
I jack all day.
Yeah, I'm gonna double down on what he just said.
The double jack day. The new
Jack all
holiday.
day, Rachel.
I'm not high-fiving that.
Winnie the Pooh, horror, and now a Grinch horror movie. What is the next childhood icon to be turned into a horror flick?
It's that elf from those claymation movies I keep talking about. He's gonna be a real dentist, and he'll on Christmas rip out people's teeth, put them into a doll that he makes, and then take over. I don't know.
You remember that Energizer Bunny?
Yeah.
I think that Energizer Bunny's going to start taking that drum and fucking people up. He just keeps going and going. Again and again and again.
What is the best Christmas/seasonal song to you?
I like Bruce Springsteen, "Merry Christmas, Baby." That's like my favorite
That
one
is
to
the
listen
best
to.
song.
I just
personally
love
that
his
one.
voice, and it just puts me in a good mood.
The one I sing to myself the most is Feliz Navidad.
Mine is Paul McCartney's Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time.
That's a really good one.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You own a limousine service or party bus service. what would it be called?
No, it's or.
Connor's
Would you
limousine and
choose
party
one
bus
or
service.
the other, and what would it be called?
It said Connor's limousine and party bus service.
I'm gonna steal a name. I'm gonna call it the Badge-tastic Voyage
No.
from Super Bad.
There you go.
I would say that kooky, stupid line over and over.
REH Speedwagon.
REH Speedwagon?
Oh my gosh.
REH.
Yeah, it's my initials.
Oh, okay.
They actually used to be REO,
Okay.
and now they're REH.
Average Joe's.
Joe's.
There you go.
If Santa had to pass the torch to somebody else, who would be the next Santa?
I would like it to be Ryan Reynolds.
You guys.
Ryan Reynolds has been like the key theme throughout all this. Ryan Reynolds is good.
I think Blade should get it. That way he can fight off the vampires because he always delivers at night, and that's when the vampires come out.
You know what? I
It's
didn't
true.
think
He
about
protect
that.
people
What about-
and deliver presents.
What about Jeff Bridges?
He already had his chance,
Yeah.
right?
Wasn't he in the Chronicle?
Yeah, he's in the Chronicles,
He's
right?
Like Santa, not in here
Oh,
or
is he?
something.
Kyle,
Or no, wait, that's not Jeff Bridges.
Oh,
that's
the guy from Overboard or whatever.
um,
He's married to Goldie Hawn.
Connor,
yeah.
I liked
Is
your
it
idea.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
I liked your idea of Blade, but I would like to go with a different vampire hunter, and I would like to get that girl from Underworld, Kate Beckinsale.
Uh
Have her deliver my presents.
She is a vampire.
huh. She will
battles
suck you
vampires.
dry.
If you find a dead Santa Claus, are you obligated to put on his suit?
100%. Yeah.
I found a dead Santa Claus. I wouldn't think I should put his clothes on.
Finders keepers.
Always wanted to wear a real Santa suit.
Just gotta say, my uncle thought the same thing, and they just pinned him for murder. They didn't care how many times he said, "I didn't do it. I didn't do it."
If you had a Swiss Army hand, what gadget/tools would be your 5 tools on that Swiss Army hand?
Well, have to have the knife for sure. I have a little-
Pencil sharpener, eraser, piece of paper, paper clip.
Oh my gosh. I mean, a paper clip is useful.
Yeah.
I will clip this one thing.
I have one piece of paper. I'm going to write really tiny on it with my other finger.
Oh no.
Probably like a toothpick. Like some baby scissors, maybe.
Just go with a legit Swiss Army hand, you know? The
Yeah.
regular
I
stuff.
guess some of them have toothpicks, don't they?
A little file.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The corkscrew thing.
Yep.
I
Yep.
probably want mascara or chapstick or something. You know.
I make at least one of them a flashlight,
Yeah.
so I never have to get
There
a
you
good one again.
All right, and that's it for the questions, guys.
Nice.
It's another round of rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
That went pretty quick.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, let's go ahead and move into Yo Dude, check this out.
All right. Yo, dude. Hey, yo, what's up? Check this out. Yo, dude. Yo, dude, check this out. So, if you had an ant farm, if you had one, let's just say you had one, and you were to throw a trick cereal in it, all the ants will immediately start taking all of their dead ants that are in the friggin', I don't know, the container with you, and we'll just start piling them on top of the tricks. And it turns out, Trix contains oleic acid, which is naturally occurring chemical in sunflower and canola oil, and is also released by ants when they die. It's that dead ant smell, basically. So whenever they smell the Trix, they think, oh, this is the dead ant pile. And they will start dragging any dead ants over there. But if they get on the Trix, they begin to smell like it, And if they walk away without cleaning themselves, other ants will be like, "Fuck you, you dead
did
smelling ant. You gotta go back there." So some ants will just continuously be locked in like a continuous loop of trying to leave, but other ants just like bringing them back in, like, nope, nope.
That's crazy.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh. Ants are so crazy.
Yo, dude, check this out. Octopi, have 9 brains and 3 hearts. So what are you doing with yours? What's your problem?
How many?
With my
how
3
many
hearts?
9
What am I
brains and
doing?
3
What are you doing
hearts.
with your 1 brain and 1 heart? They got 9 and 3 hearts.
They've got the advantage, dude.
brains? They also have 7 or 8 arms. 7.
They're just chilling in the ocean, bro. I'm living a life.
Yeah. They also live in the ocean, which I shit in.
Take that back, Jackson.
I don't shit in the actual ocean, but that's where my shit goes, I think.
So the sword abolishment edict was an edict issued by the Meiji government of Japan on March 28, 1876, which prohibited people, with the exception of former lords, the military, and law enforcement officials, from carrying weapons in public, seen as an embodiment of a sword hunt, and violators would have their swords confiscated. So that happened is mainly as a way to more or less take the power away from the samurai, if that makes any sense. Just because in the era before this, the samurai were at like the height of their power in a lot of ways, and with this new government, they pretty much wanted to restructure everything and take that power away. And then with the the new guns and all that, swords became obsolete anyway. So yeah, Japan's really interesting, man. I mean, we had the same thing here. It's just we didn't have our katanas taken away. We had our regular, what would you call it? Sabers. Probably were the most popular at the time because you really had cavalry mainly in the U.S. using sabers at the time. So, but yeah.
Are those like the knife guns or what?
A saber? Yeah, a saber is just a type of sword. Usually something that
It's a Final Fantasy.
like a mounted horseback soldier would use this type of sword, just because it slices easy, and it would also have like a hand guard and a smaller sword too, but mainly for show towards the end of it.
Looking like a shamshear.
That's not helpful.
It's like a curved blade.
Yeah.
a slight curved
I can
blade.
picture it, yeah.
Maybe made of obsidian metal.
I don't know about that.
It's like a scimitar, but it's not.
Kryptonite.
Anybody else got one?
Well,
Yeah.
oh, you can go.
Yoda. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Go for it.
Yoda, check this out. I had one other short thing actually. I stole it from a video that I saw, but I just thought it was interesting. Most people there's a lot of celebrities' names that like everybody pronounces a certain way, but a lot of times people aren't pronouncing them correctly. And Ryan Reynolds, most people say like Ryan Reynolds, but really how you pronounce his name is Daddy. Anyways, that wasn't my Yoda. Check this out. But
I love Daddy.
Rachel would totally get the Ryan Reynolds Santa hat tattoo.
no, but so there was this chick in 1945. Her name was Beulah Hunter, and she had the longest known pregnancy. It lasted for 375 days, which is like almost 12 and a half months. And most people, it's 9 months. So that was pretty wild, I thought. And everything was fine with the baby. But it also
Came out 20 pounds.
No, it was 6 pounds, 15 ounces.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a pretty normal baby and everything was like normal. They didn't know, the doctors could not figure out why.
Just wasn't ready.
Yeah, everything was fine though. Oh. But then I also was like, what is like the longest, out of animals? And elephants, they're pregnant for 22 months, almost 2 years. And it's not just because the size of the baby elephant is huge, so it takes longer, but also because of their intellect. it takes longer because they're really smart animals.
Takes a while to build that brain up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Yeah. So almost 2 years. So like elephants don't hardly ever have more than 4 babies, probably because they're pregnant for like 2 years at a time.
Hey, that's so crazy.
That's wild.
And possums are the shortest. They're only pregnant for 12 days.
Oh, really?
Oh, possums.
Dang.
Today's dumb.
Yeah.
Days done.
They better wrap it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they know how to play dead, right? Or those armadillos.
No,
No,
that's
that's
possums.
possums. Yeah.
Opossums play dead. Armadillos are straight up dead.
They like jump really high in the air.
Armadillos try to play dead with Ryan.
Armadillos can jump 6 feet.
Yeah.
It's insane. They got ups.
Yeah.
Straight into you.
Yeah, I hit an armadillo. Yeah, no,
Try to make
I seen
Ryan
it.
play
It
dead,
freaking. I hit an armadillo. It was crazy.
Yeah, I've seen El Dorado. I know exactly how nimble those little things get.
Roly poly.
And do you think if you had a samurai sword, you would have been able to cut that armadillo in half before it hit you, Ryan? If you would have saw it coming?
He just
I mean, I hit it straight on. It's dead.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is, could you have hit it with a samurai sword?
I mean, yes.
If he used full force.
Yeah. So this is another one. Yo, dude, check this out. Another one on animals. I got 2. Did you know that one of the species in the ocean, the jellyfish, is immortal?
What?
In response to physical damage or any other trauma, they can revert back to their development process in a polyp. So they can just go back, reverse that.
Wow.
And then,
Jelly.
why are we not doing more
Yeah.
research on jellyfish?
Yeah.
To re-engineer that stuff for humans.
yeah.
Can you imagine being a space jellyfish?
Yeah.
And then, did you know that the narwhal's horn tusk is actually a tooth that's inside out? Yeah.
Really?
crazy.
Yes. The freaking massive. I don't know how long they get. Freaking like 20 feet. I don't know. Stupid.
Damn.
So they don't have any other teeth?
They do. It's just an inside out tooth. Yeah, that's one.
I remember when you were growing that abscess inside out tooth on your forehead? Remember that?
What?
Totally.
Oh,
Yeah.
kids.
And we're like, is he a narwhal? Or is that what
Don't tell him.
His abscess inside out tooth on his forehead. Don't look at it.
Don't look at it.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Just roll with it, man. Just roll with it.
You would have had to bend the family.
Ah,
Yeah, we kept it close. Does anybody have any words of wisdom?
no.
Sweet. Nice. Well, Ryan, I love you, buddy. Thank you
Love
for
you
being on the
too, man.
podcast,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you.
Rachel, I love you as well. Thank you for being on the podcast. Yeah.
Anytime. I can.
All right. And thank you for being with us on episode 64 of Crashing with Friends. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you guys all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Gotta hit it with that.
Crashing with Friends.
Podcast.